Hello and welcome back to Vault Hunters. So, in the last episode, I kind of left off with starting the refined storage mod here, and we have since done some work. First of all, I kind of finished rounding out this room in here, just at least put a roof on it. I really haven't done much else. I got a couple walls kind of started up here. But I did put a roof on our storage area over here, and I moved our vaulter over to here. Now, I'll take you downstairs real quick and show you some of the work I've been doing. So if you remember last time, just under the floor here was my controller, and that is still there. So there's the controller, but you also see I used some of those cables I made up, and I have made a total of 4 disk drives. Now, I've only got disks in 2 of them. It took a good while to be able to make up the stuff I needed for the 1K storage disks. Eventually, I would like to swap those out with like 4K storage disks and stuff like that, but you know, that's kind of how that goes. These things take a lot of time and a lot of resources. But I did make up all those cables that I wasn't sure how to necessarily use yet. And so what I've done is connected these cables to, of course, all of the disk drives. And you also see here, it's 43 total I use there. All the disk drives, and you also see that I have 3 grids connected to this. So we'll go back upstairs here. This is the first grid. This is the first one that I showed you. This is how I access the storage system. I've moved a few more things over, done some organization, things like that. I still have stuff over here in these boss crates. Most of them are empty, but the ones along the bottom here have a lot of the stuff that I use kind of often. I'll eventually get to migrating all of this stuff over here once I can finally make some more disks and get some more storage in there. But yeah, so I created that, and I also put a grid over here, just ran the cable underneath. I put a grid right here. That way, when I'm making stuff with my vaulter here, I can just click this and pull stuff out of my storage that I might need. I also put a third grid on the 3rd level down here. So this is the 2nd level. This is where like the controller kind of starts off and where we're mostly storing stuff here. But if I go down one more, I created a bulk storage area. So this is going to be storage for things like dirt, stone, gravel, things that I don't really want to take up all the slots with in my refined storage controller. These are stuff that I want to be able to store in bulk. I want to have a lot of this stuff that's easily accessible, but yet I don't necessarily need to use up all the slots here in the refined storage. So in the last episode, when I ran a couple vaults with CWG, I did pick up an unidentified artifact. So let's go ahead and take a look at this artifact. We right click to identify, and oh, that looks cool. Okay, let's pick it up. Okay, so a vault artifact is one of 25 pieces that a player needs to obtain to enter the final vault in the game. Obviously, that's going to be way off, and we need 25 of these, but they are required to enter that final vault in the game. So that's really cool. So we have our first vault artifact. We'll have to see how many we can, gain of these as time goes on. All right, so I know why you guys are here. You guys want to watch some vault runs. So let's do a vault run together. Alright, so we got a Phoenix, Frail, Slowed, and Scavenger Vault. I was hoping for a non-Scavenger Vault, but, you can't win them all. I didn't realize at this point how tough this Scavenger Vault was going to be. That's a lot of items. And being slowed and stuff like that, I had to eat a lot of candy bars to get myself, going and able to go through. One of my first rooms here was a crystal room, and of course the first thing I do is open up a trapped chest, which was horrible. Luckily the infinite water bucket came in to save me there. Just breaking chests at this point, and then I'm slowly looking around and I'm noticing that there are not any vault ores that I can see in any of these crystals. There may have been one there, but I don't know if it was worth necessarily going up there for one. So I just decided to go ahead and move on at this point. Keeping up with keeping the candy bars in me, going good. Lava room is what came up next. Now, normally I wouldn't be fighting all these mobs like I am. Normally I just run past them. But being a scavenger vault, a lot of the items that you get for the scavenger come from the mobs and stuff like that. So I'm going through breaking these golden treasure pieces and stuff like that, trying to get more of the pieces to actually keep me going on this scavenger, hoping that I actually can finish it. See, there was one right there. Just trying to go, and I didn't see much more in that room. Being lava, I didn't want to mess with it too awful much. Did come to I don't know what they call these, like a city room or something like that. I don't remember exactly what they're called. And immediately I head downstairs, because down here there are a ton of gilded chests. And again, breaking pieces as I go along, trying to get it. And of course, I'm starting to mine these chests because I have my danks. But I'm realizing pretty quickly that this may not work. It's taking a long time, and I'm just not able to get everything I want to get. And my inventory was full with the magnet on. So I turned the magnet off, dumped some of the extra junk that I don't need into one of these chests that I'm not using. And turn my magnet back on for a minute, pick up some stuff, got some vault diamonds there, and then continue on looting a lot of these chests. And of course, the next one I hit, another trap chest. Luckily, the water saved me from getting burnt up too bad there. Iskall over here just wrecking me, trying to at least. Got him. And so I go back just the old style of just, Q clicking a lot of these items out. Of course, mobs are just everywhere. Being level 43, the mobs are kind of rough. Keep going. Pull out as much items as I can, just trying to find some cool stuff. At this point, I still have my magnet off because there's so much junk from the explosions. That's one thing I didn't really plan for whenever it came time for doing all this, was dealing with the explosions and all the junk you get from them. So with the magnet on, that really messes up your inventory really quickly. Did find another treasure or a crystal room here, and again, this was another one where there really wasn't any ores that were visible. I tried looking around here, trying to see if I could see any ores in these big crystals, and there just wasn't any. I thought I saw one there, thought I was going back the same direction I went before. It's like, nah, let's continue on, let's go another direction. Went up to this Japanese, I believe this is a Japanese room is what they call it. Got a few more mobs, got a few more pieces, a few more puzzle pieces, grabbed some stuff. And again, even the epic chest there didn't have a whole lot of good stuff in it, so I just kind of grabbed what I want. And again, like I said, I would normally have just ran away from these mobs, but because I get scavenger pieces from them, I didn't really want to go too much and leave too much there. A couple creepers up there, so I just decided to kind of bail off. And of course, I head around and loot some of the last chests that were down there. Moving on, we entered the next dragon room. This is actually the first dragon room that I'd ever actually came across in a vault. Now, apparently these are supposed to have a lot of really good stuff in them. And of course, I mined this spawner, not realizing there's about 10 spawners underneath it. Yeah, I was like, yeah, let's get out of here. I did go ahead and go down into the area. I was just going to kind of bypass this one just because the mobs are so bad. There's tons of spawners in these things, but there's also a bunch of gilded chests. So I kind of went through, killed some mobs, and grabbed some of these gilded chests to kind of grab the different, things. And normally I would have, auto-sorted those chests before I really started, but I didn't always have time. Right there, my cleanse came into play really quickly. You get poisoned by some of these chests, so I just kind of, going around looting what I can, leaving some stuff behind because I don't really want to spend too much time. The next room was a graveyard room. Now this place is actually packed full of gilded chests, but the mobs are insane in there. And just you saw that big group of mobs there. I really didn't want to mess with that too much. It was just going to be a lot to deal with. And being frail, I didn't have a whole lot of oomph to go. This room here was an omega tree room. These are always typically really good. There's a lot of chests up in that tree. So I kind of heal up a little bit, get a dash in there to give myself some extra hearts. Keeping my magnet on at this point in time. And just not finding any gilded chests up through here. Finding a lot of evil. Thought I could kill that guy, but nope. And again, you can see with my dank, I have all that junk that kind of just floating around me from the explosions, and I really can't go too far with that just because there's so much junk. It's filling up my inventory. I'm getting poisoned, I'm getting hit by mobs, just trying to get out of there really quickly. Spam some water real quick to stop myself from burning. And again, just moving on, killing a few more mobs, realizing, okay, yeah, the creepers are getting insane. I found the source of evil right there, and I'll eventually mine that thing up. Just try to give myself a little bit of extra breathing room if I can. There's spawners everywhere in these vaults, so it makes it difficult sometimes. And now I'm just continuing to run on, and I see my first chest there that I can put some of my scavenger items in. Now I have absolutely no idea how many I have at this point, and I'm just going to open this up. I got one piece right there. Just going to open this up and start dumping some of the stuff in just to see how close I actually am. And then I realized really quickly I am nowhere near where I need to be. I need 9 of those pink bands, and a bunch of zombie ears, and at this point I'm just like, yeah, I'm just going to continue on. I'm not even going to try to finish the scavenger. I'll pick up a couple things here and there. Some of the treasure chests I'll pick up, but you know, I'm not going to worry about it too much. And then after that, of course, I just run through a few more rooms, loot some of the chests. I don't get too far with it, grab some of the things. And I'm looking down, I got 6 minutes left. I'll probably hit maybe 1, maybe 2 more rooms. I hit this one here, grab a couple chests. Again, nothing super exciting because the mobs are hitting very hard. They're very fast at this point in time. And I'm not really sure how good my armor is and if I'm doing okay. I make my way over to one of the, I don't know, the eye rooms, the gorgeous rooms. I'm not really sure what these are called. And one of the first things I do is just look around, see if I can find any gilded chests down, and then I head up towards the eye that's in the middle. And the eye in the middle is usually full of ores of all different kinds. And this one, just compressed blocks. I didn't actually come across any good ores or anything in there, so I just pick up the compressed blocks and head back down. Down here at the bottom level, there was quite a few ores down through here, so I did grab some of those. I didn't find a ton of them. And of course, picking up little pieces here and there just to see how far I can get. And again, my inventory is completely full at this point. You see items just kind of floating around me with my magnet, keeping them close. And the skeleton knocks me off. Spider, whatever it was. Retreating to the water for a little bit of safety for a minute. And of course, my danks can still pick stuff up. So I'm just going through and not worrying about the other stuff floating around me. And just going through and trying to grab as many of the vault ores as I can. Seeing them here and there. Check the trees always, you know. The spiders are hitting hard, everything's hitting hard. At this point, I've only got like a couple minutes left, so I just run back to my waypoint and head out. Alright, we're back, and I apologize. I was wanting to do a boss fight there, because I did unlock the Shaman and the Summon Eternal feature, and I have him kind of geared up with some of my old gear here. But it was a scavenger vault, so I was kind of limited on what I could do there. So let's go through our danks real quick. We picked up a good amount of stuff. Nothing that's too wild. A lot of burger parts, a lot of vault bronze. We'll pull a couple of these out at this point. I don't want to get my danks too full. But I did notice we did get 5 vault diamonds, which was awesome. And most of those were from just killing the NPC players that are in there. I think NPC is the word I'm looking for. But yeah, we got a whole lot of candy bars, which was nice, and I was using them up throughout the vault, as you saw. A lot of cobalt apples. I didn't empty this out from last time, so some of my previous vaults are in here. I did get some vault ores. Most of these were from a plentiful vault that I did recently. But one of these, one of the black opals, one of the woody tight, you know, quite a bit of different stuff. We'll get all this stuff put into our storage system and get everything kind of sorted away. Alright, we'll open our relic booster packs. Come on, relic. Nothing. And let's just go ahead and open up our mystery boxes. Bunch of different stuff there. Nothing I think that's too awesome to have. And like I said, one of the greatest things about this storage system is I can just kind of dump stuff in here and then worry about sorting it out later. I mean, I have like a single dirt block in there. So yeah, you know, that's a key piece in there. But yeah, as for our resources for the vault stuff, I've got 49 power bars now. I've made up some perfect woody titan alexandrite for some stuff. 26 vault diamonds, which is really good. 47 catalyst fragments. 4 echo gems still, and a whole bunch of vault burgers. And reading your guys' comments, I am going to be keeping these until, well, basically until I reach, what is it, level 100? And I'll use these to level myself up then. I am low on burger patties. I don't think I have any other burger patties around, so that's like my limiting factor right now. I need to focus on getting the burger patties out of the vaults from now. I did pick up some of them. Oh, no, it's not in that dank. Yeah, that's one of the problems I have here is I have too many danks and I don't know where everything's at. Yeah, I have 56 burger patties. So not quite enough for a full stack. But we'll go ahead and make us up some more vault burgers here. That's 56 of them. That's not too bad. So yeah, 2.5 stacks of Vault Burgers, which I think is pretty darn good if I don't say so myself. I will show you, I've done a little bit of work down here. I'm using this kind of area as my gifter statue area. Most of these are dead. I made myself a little ore room here, and then I realized I made this just entirely too small. I was just kind of making it as, you know, something to give myself a place to put these ores just temporarily, since CWG has that Fortune 8 pickaxe. I was thinking we could just fortune these up real quick, but it looks like I'm going to have to store them for a little bit longer until I can get access to that pickaxe to fortune these all up. So I'm just going to keep them here for now. I may just pile them up just as they are, you know, just kind of leaving them hanging around. And then as soon as I get the pickaxe, mine them up. I'll probably expand this room back that way. It only makes sense to do that. It was just kind of a small room. But you'll notice over here I have some storage drawers. I unlocked the storage drawers with a quick knowledge star, and so now we can store stuff in these drawers, like one individual item. So what I was going to do is I was just going to do a bunch of chests and have like this whole chest be, you know, stone or something like that, and then just kind of cascade down through. But then I realized I can do the storage drawers, and it only cost me 1 knowledge star, and it will allow me to actually integrate these with the storage system. So it says I have 3.3k stone in there. Well, all of that is actually right here. So right now this has 23 stacks of stone in it. It looks like the stack limit is 32. So you can build these external storage connectors and set a priority on them. And these are craftable. You just craft these up and you integrate these with it and then set the priority on them. And then the storage system can actually use it. So I can actually pull stuff out of here from the storage drawers directly. And that also prevents it from taking up space on the disks that I have. And the actual storage is all done right here. So this actually will work a little bit better. And if I need something, I can just look at this, and I believe it's shift click. Yeah, it's just shift left click, and you can pull out a stack at a time and then just right click the stack back in. So I can pull stuff out manually if I'd like, or I can also pull stuff out directly from the storage controller here. So that's kind of a really cool feature to have. And then, so let's take these dead ones. I think all of these are dead. Yep. Take all my dead ones here and pick these all up. Missed one. There we go. We're going to throw them down into our cauldron here. And we're probably, I don't know, I want to say halfway to getting us another Omega. Let's see. It's green. 79. That's not too bad. Of course, my infinite ones, like I have Stircat, Speed IQ, and Fuzzy here, making me Oak Logs, Prismarine, and Dark Oak. These are going directly into a storage drawer. So now my Dark Oak and Prismarine, I just go into here, so you can see I have my Prismarine here. So it filters basically directly into my storage system, so I don't have to actually, you know, worry about things now or where my stuff's at. I can access this stuff here that these Omega statues make right from my controller, either by my vaulter or directly upstairs. Oh, come on now. Upstairs here. So I can get my Prismarine here if I'm crafting stuff up here in this room. My gifter statues have been making stuff here. I don't think there's anything that's... The iron plate's kind of cool. That's a really cool looking block. I might use that for my ore room. I'm not really sure. Snow, rebar concrete, more light metal plate. I get so much of this because I have that other Omega statue that does that. Stone bricks, which is good. Metamorphic mesa, netherrack is always a good one. You'll find that in the vaulter. And then this one made cobblestone and stone, but I threw some other stuff in here, just some extra junk. But yeah, this is my storage room here now. I'll eventually probably do a little bit more with some of the more storage drawers. These are kind of expensive to make, these external storage things. I used up almost all of my Larimar making them. The external storage, yeah, it costs 2 perfect Larimar. These processors are pretty easy. It's just quartz, and you smelt up some real basic items. The processor binding is easy to make with slime because you have a slime farm. The string was a little bit harder to get, but you find tons of that in the vault. And so one of the things I also need to do is take one of my extra danks, and I actually brought this one with me thinking I would have time. But I want to set up a void dank because there's certain items in the vault that I don't want to keep. I need to kind of figure out exactly all the items you can get from the chests in the vault, and then set those up to void out, because there's a lot of things I don't want to bring with me, and I just want to be able to open up chests and just, you know, break chests, let all the items come into my inventory and not get completely clogged up. I may also use this one as some of the extra ores that I don't have slots for, because I think if I look at my ores dank, let's see, where's it at? If I look at my ores dank, I don't have like bomb ignite in there. I don't have, let's say I do have sparkletine. What is this one? I don't think I have puffium. Yeah, I don't have puffium in here. So there's certain ores that I need to be able to make sure I have a dank for, because I don't want to risk losing these ores in a dank. I don't have tubium. I may just go ahead and take one of these. I don't think I have gorgonite. Yeah, I'm sure there's a few other that I'm missing, but for right now, I'll actually just go ahead and set this dank up for these ores to make sure. Set this as a pickup, filtered pickup. There we go. And then so now this dank will pick up all of these ores. I should probably go ahead and rename this guy while I'm at it. Go to an anvil here. And we'll take this guy and rename it ores 2. And now I should have a dank for all of the possible ores in the vaults. Now I still have some slots left in that one vault, or one dank, so I should be able to go ahead and upgrade that, or go ahead and add a few extra items into that dank, so that, again, my inventory doesn't get completely full up. So we'll take the beniatite here, get that one. I got a bunch of compressed blocks. I did get a vault chest plate, which looks pretty good. Random mystery box, I'll open that later. And 3 gifter statues, so we'll get those put up. Let's go ahead and open this mystery box real quick. Ooh, star essence. Can always use that. And it went into a dank, of course. Let's see, bomb ignite. I'll go ahead and just throw that out there, and then my dank will pick it up. As you see, it picked it up. Let's roll our chest plate. See if we get something good here. And no. It's a 4 armor as opposed to my 5 on my epic. I can't really beat my chest plate. I have a epic chest plate. Oh, I don't know if I talked about my vault helmet. One of my vault runs recently, I got a new vault helmet, which is a rare one, and I have already leveled it up quite a bit. So I get cooldown reduction, 2 health, and 2 resistance. It did require level 51. I put 10 Wu-Tech shards on it. Got it down to 41, so I'm able to use it now. But this is a pretty good vault helmet, and it looks really cool, too. I'll take my chest plate off so you can see it. But it's like a visor. It's really cool. So, yeah, this is a pretty cool one. And, of course, my chest plate is the epic one that was leveled up at the same time as my helmet here, too. So, leggings are pretty good. Boots are just eh. Now, boots are one thing that I don't have a lot of. I have a couple pairs. This one's actually got probably a little bit better health on it. That's 3, 3, 3. This is a 4 health here, or 4 armor, and these are only 3. But these have the parry on them, so I was using that kind of as a good thing. But I'll probably end up going over to these boots. Plus, they give me extra health. You can see how many health I have down there now. So I think, yeah, these are going to probably end up being my other boots. I just need to enchant these up, because this one I have protection, unbreaking, and depth strider on them. Definitely the depth strider. I'm going to try to get depth strider and soul speed. Those are really good to have that are within the vault, because some of the rooms have like a bunch of soul stuff on the floor. So I'm actually going to go ahead and put these boots over here. Actually, you know what? I'm probably going to give these boots to my Eternal, which I didn't get a chance to use in the vault. And I gave him the wrong ones. I meant to give him these. There we go. All right, there's my Eternal. Eternal's looking pretty good. He's got 8 damage, 16 health, so not a whole lot. I did equip him up with my old sword, some my old helmet, my old chest plate, and some of the other gear that I have there. So he's got 15 armor, so he should be able to hold up a little bit. I didn't fight a boss, so I didn't actually summon the Eternal this time. In one of the episodes, I'm going to definitely summon him. I wonder if I can summon him right here. No, okay, yeah, I can only summon Eternals in the vault. But yeah, my ram, I have the Shaman now as well. Actually, I can go ahead and show you. I have my dash recharge, which is pretty good. I do want to level my dash up. I have 3 unspent skill points, so I could, in theory, upgrade it. I am at level 4, 5, 6. I'm at level 6 now. I could have 7, but it doesn't really change anything. It changes my dash power, so I get a little bit more power. But the cooldown still is still 4 seconds, so it's kind of a long time when you're needing it quickly. I do have just a single level of Rampage with Shaman. I could possibly upgrade that as well and increase the damage up to 75%. I have full Vein Miner with Fortune. I have Cleanse, which is awesome, with Mend, and it clears the negative effects, so I can just hit the button I have bound for Cleanse if I get poisoned in a vault, and you saw that last time I hit it a couple times. And the Mend, let's see, it also will heal me for an amount of hearts per negative effect removed. So, like, right now I'm only level, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, level 4, so it actually heals 2... Yeah, so it heals 2 hearts when I use it, but it does require 24 seconds in between. So I got to be careful not to get hit really quickly. Now, I have not selected a specialization for my Summon Eternal. I just have level 1 of it now, so it's a 180-second cooldown on it, and no Ancient chance right now. I can go to Army, which gives me additional Eternals, if available, which I only have the 1, so that's not really that good. I could do the Overpower, but then he'll get increased damage, but it only summons 1, so I guess that's not too bad. And then there's the Ghoul, which... it inflicts a debuff on hit. The debuffs can be inflicted are Poison, Wither, Slowness, or Mining Fatigue. And we have a wild CWG just running around, spying on us. See, what's he doing? Oh, and he sneaks away. Okay, we won't bother him too much. I'm assuming he's recording an episode as well. So yeah, if you haven't seen CWG, I'm sure you probably have, but go check him out. He's got a really good channel. So we'll go ahead and place our gifter statues down. Let's see what these make. We have cobblestone, light metal plate, and dolomite. That light metal plate, I have so much of that stuff. I'll go ahead and put the light metal plate guy right here. And then, let's see, dolomite and cobblestone. These are not full up, so we'll just kind of place them down here. And then we'll get away. So, also, I will mention, if you guys... Wow, I'm so tanky right here. Let's go ahead and just... Yeah, there we go. So if you guys want to, put your usernames down in the comments, and I will get one of these statues renamed after you. I like to hear... because I can actually take these, and I can take them and rename them any player name. So we'll do code MC. We'll hit confirm, and you'll see it changes its skin. So we'll go here, and we can do... code cam, which is my camera account, and there's my old skin, so that's my camera account. So I can use any Minecraft username and rename these statues to show that. Now obviously it's only going to last for a little while, but yeah, send me your usernames. Speed IQ was one that we got on stream. We asked for some usernames while we were streaming, and got that one there. So if you want, actually I have no problem renaming these other ones, so if you want an Eternal, if you're a long-time viewer and you've seen a lot of my stuff, including Olympus Craft, leave your name down in the comments and say, hey, I've watched all your stuff, and I will give you an infinite statue that will be here forever. Don't mind the arms. They're kind of holding hands there, I guess, so it's like a wall, but you can walk right through it. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Please let me know if you enjoyed the kind of the voiceover version of the vault run there. It was a little bit more difficult to do that, and the reason I did that was because I lost some of my audio for that vault run, so I didn't want to do it all. I'm not really sure what happened. My mic became disconnected about halfway because it was just all fuzz and noise, and then that's what happens when you do this stuff live. So I appreciate it very much, guys. Thank you so much, and I will see you all in the next episode.